What is up, everybody? It is the first official
PWO.
That's right. Oh, I'm pumped, man.
Man,
It's exciting.
all this
logo
wrestling
looks
talk,
beautiful.
I'm gonna get slammed through this table here
Got a
soon.
couple clips of that.
But before that, make sure you follow us on social media, Pointless Sports Opinions on Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, and PSO Sports 1 on Twitter and Instagram.
That's right.
So yeah.
We're trying to figure out some SeatGeek stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe a program.
Stay tuned in case we got some
If we
sponsors
got some
for you.
tickets, maybe some tickets you guys could go through us.
Yeah, maybe.
So,
maybe
we'll
we
see.
also might have a little raffle here soon.
Maybe, we never know.
Maybe.
We got a lot to talk about. I got a lot of.
We do. We'll talk about, what do we talk about? Are we doing this weekly?
Yeah, weekly pod.
All right,
Weekly
so
pod.
we talk
YouTube
about-
only though. YouTube only.
YouTube only.
We got multiple cameras. I'm over here.
That's
Luke's
right.
over there, but I'm in there now too.
You're in the middle of one.
I'm in the middle too.
We talk about what happened on SmackDown or Raw that week. Whatever happens, we'll talk about it.
This was a big week too, leading up to the.
Survivor Series,
A
which
very-
we forgot about. It was this Sunday.
I know this is a main.
I texted you yesterday. I was like, Survivor Series this Sunday.
This is a main pay-per-view too, and this is.
It is.
They got
It's
a lot
good
of
one.
storylines
SmackDown
coming
versus
into it.
Raw. Big
And-
time.
Yeah, and especially since they re-split the brands and everything too. This is big time.
Yeah. You want to start off with? We'll start off with Raw.
All right, yeah, let's start off with Raw. Well, Braun Strowman went out there in the tag team battle royal, like whatever the hell they were doing.
Yeah.
And he absolutely destroys everybody. Called out Baron Corbin. What is
I think
this?
it was when Corbin was. Was this? Oh no, I'm thinking of 2 weeks ago. Never mind.
He hit, or at the Crown Jewel, he hit Strowman with the belt, didn't he?
Yeah, but I was thinking of 2 weeks ago. They all came out. Corbin was announcing the team because he was team captain, and then
Yeah.
Corbin, he said it was Ziggler, McIntyre, and Braun, and then Braun came down the ramp chasing Corbin, but I didn't see this. So,
Yeah, he kicked everybody's ass, called out Corbin. I don't like this storyline.
you know?
No, Strowman should be champion, dude. Strowman's been screwed so many times. The dude's a freaking monster heel. The first monster heel that WWE's gotten
I
to
think
push.
he's good too.
Yeah, this is the first monster heel they've gotten to push in a long time, especially when they did the whole Dolph and McIntyre, even though Dolph and McIntyre...
That was a good tag team.
Yeah.
Against the Shield.
Yeah, Dolph and McIntyre didn't even need him. You know, they were doing good by themselves.
Yeah.
But Strowman should be... He should have won it off that.
He should have won the belt by now.
He should have won the
The
belt
title.
multiple
He should
times.
have won that Crown Jewel.
He's one of the people that... He's like Baron Corbin. He couldn't cash in the belt. Stupid. I think it's
Yeah,
dumb.
but Corbin just screwed him on that last one. When
It's
he hit him
dumb.
at Crown Jewel, which no one expected, but...
No, he gets
was stupid.
F5 30 times. I don't know. I don't like this little storyline. I think Strowman needs the belt.
Yeah.
Why are you giving it to Lesnar? What's the point of this? We'll get to that
I
later.
think it's just because Lesnar, they need Lesnar
They
for
don't
money.
need they need Lesnar for money and not for fans. Fans don't give a
Fans
shit.
don't like him, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Then later in the show, McIntyre came on the air and said how he's taking over Raw, and that it was his show.
I saw that. I just didn't see the Strowman part, which I thought was kind of cool. He gave a little promo, or not, a talk.
Yeah, and he's good on the mic.
He is.
He's changed a lot since
He first
like
came out.
2009.
When we watched him.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
awful.
That dude sucked. He was
Awful.
horrible. I couldn't stand him.
Yeah.
You know, he's just this pretty boy little punk. Vince loved him back in the day.
He did.
I'm sure he loves him now. I'm glad they got him like ventured off from that whole. Him and Dolph had that Diesel and Shawn thing going. Where
Yeah, I
they're
know
trying to
what
like,
you're talking about, yeah.
you know, be just
Today's
like
Diesel and Shawn.
Yeah, and now they're straying away from that, which I'm glad because McIntyre ain't no Diesel and Dolph ain't no Shawn, but they're
You don't think
they're,
so with that sweet chin
no,
on Dolph?
but they're good on their own. You
Yeah.
know? They're good on their
They're
own.
good- they're good
And
wrestlers.
McIntyre, yeah, he should be a singles guy, and he might actually be successful as a heel, which, you know, he might actually get booed. You know, that's
I
nice.
think he is a heel though.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
might actually. But nowadays, heels get cheered
Yeah.
by the fans. Fans like the bad guys nowadays. But I think he might be a good heel that can get booed. And we haven't had one of those since like The Miz when he was winning the WWE title.
I didn't like the Miz then.
I
like Miz now.
I like him now too, but that's the
changed.
thing. That's the thing. Like you actually have to be like, man, I don't like that
I
guy.
think his character was just goofy, and he was young.
It was. It was just.
He's grown up.
Yeah.
He's grown up a lot.
But him and Finn had a match or whatever.
Yeah, Finn came out and he said, or McIntyre said, "You want to fight? You can fight Dolph," and then Dolph's fought him or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what they can do.
Like you were saying with Finn, though, they need to push him. They need to give him a belt.
Why? The dude was the first ever WWE Universal Champion.
He was
First ever, and now he's doing squash
He's
matches?
doing nothing. He's the beginning of the match.
Yeah,
The beginning of the shows.
He goes out there.
Which is big. It
Finn
pumps
Balor-
up the crowd.
Okay, well, about 2-3 months ago, he was losing the cane.
Yeah.
They had him getting squashed by Kane, the mayor of Knoxville.
Kane. Shout out to Kane.
How the hell? And like, he hasn't really even been in like the Universal title picture that much.
He hasn't.
He's had a couple like qualifying matches or whatever.
And then he had a couple like 4-way matches and stuff
yeah,
for the
like
title.
he's
but
just
he
like
ain't
an
winning it.
add-in, you know.
That's like Samoa Joe right now. I mean, he's getting shots, but he ain't winning.
Yeah, that's true.
So-
but at least Samoa's getting shots. Finn's out there freaking wrestling Drew
Do you think
McIntyre.
he wants a shot though?
I think he should. Why wouldn't it?
I don't know.
I think he needs help because he's not.
They need to put
He's
that
not
Bullet
there.
Club thing again with him. And
Yeah, him.
but
Carl
they're
Anderson
all on SmackDown, so it
yeah.
doesn't really matter.
Well, I think that might be a thing too. Like, we're talking about it later in the show. Since AJ left, they might do a whole either send Homeboy to SmackDown or send both of them, or they just like invade Raw and maybe have a reunion.
I think they were saying AJ might go to Raw.
Yeah, and think about him and Finn, and then bring Carl Anderson, and then I'm sure people don't care about if those guys are
I like
brands.
Carl Anderson.
I like him too, and I
Dallas.
think, and you know what? That would be perfect for each and every one of them because AJ's great by himself, but it's not really believable that he held the belt for that long.
Yeah.
Like AJ's kind of like a Shawn.
SmackDown has good talent, but it's not as good as Raw. I guess
Yeah.
when fighting for the belt.
But SmackDown actually puts people in title pictures.
Yeah,
unlike
they'll
Raw,
push 'em and
because
stuff,
Raw
yeah.
pushes, they're trying to
They
make
say
money.
Raw's the best show, but sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
Also in the Raw show, they talked about the Raw tag team because there's going to be multiple Survivor Series matchups.
That's right.
The tag team of the
The captains are Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. And then they have the Revival, the B Team, the Lucha House Party, and the Ascension. Which, that compared to SmackDown, which is awful. We'll talk about that whenever we talk about the SmackDown, or the Survivor Series lineup and all that, the card. That's awful.
It was atrocious.
That's awful for their tag team talent.
Anytime you put the Ascension in any match, that means it's going to be shit.
Yeah, the B Team.
I didn't even know a Lucha House Party was a thing.
It's like the I don't know if
Kalisto?
Sakara's around, yeah, but it's like them.
Sin Cara.
If
They
he's
just
still
put a
around.
Sin Cara mask on some random dude.
Yeah.
There's been like 8
And
Sin
there's some other
Caras.
little guy too, but. And
But
the
I
Revival.
like Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. I really
They're
like
doing
that.
good with them.
You know, that reminds me of like a Booker T and Goldust. Like those random pairings that kind of work
Yeah.
out. I really like Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, and because they're both underrated. You
Well,
know,
Bobby Roode is for on this show.
Chad Gable is too. Chad Gable doesn't get pushed.
Yeah, he doesn't. But look at his little brother that he came up with. That one guy, Kurt Angle's son.
Oh yeah. Well, they didn't get pushed. They didn't even have time to get pushed.
That was awful.
He got pushed on to Raw and stuff.
Yeah.
And then Chad Gable was kind of just left.
By himself,
Him
but
and
yeah.
Shelton Benjamin had like a little.
team, and
Where they're trying to be like the world's greatest tag team again or whatever. It's stupid.
it didn't help. Yeah,
It didn't work. The Raw's women, or also
I like
the Raw Survivor Series team for the dudes is Braun, McIntyre, Dolph, Finn, and Bobby.
Yeah,
That's a good team.
that's a good team.
That's
yeah.
a really good team. I'm curious what they're gonna do with Braun. What are you gonna do?
I think Braun might ditch him. I think he's gonna leave
You
the
think,
match.
yeah, like Corbin comes out or something, Braun
Because he's
runs
the
down.
captain.
Yeah.
Corbin's the captain still. So
Yeah.
I think he's too worried about Corbin. He's gonna leave that match and like
Get counted out or some shit.
Something like that, yeah.
I could definitely see that happening.
the Raw's women's tag team. Our team. I'm not sorry. Team. Bliss is the captain. We got Mickey James, Nia Jax.
what's it?
Snuka. Yeah. And then it's Natalia and
Ruby
Riott. Yeah. Natalia's on there? I didn't think she was.
Yep.
So that's who the 5th was.
Yeah.
So is Bliss not fighting? She's still injured, I guess?
I'm not.
Because what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so she's still injured. She's just the captain again.
Yeah.
Like,
or it might be a 5-on, or is it 5-on-5?
Yeah, it's a 5-on-5, but I guess it's just a captain, which is kind of stupid.
I guess, yeah.
So, she's still injured then, that's what that's saying.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good team.
I like SmackDown's a little more.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, SmackDown's just
Alright, the next one was pretty funny. Lesnar destroys Jinder Mahal's friend, the Singh brothers. If you didn't see it, that was pretty funny.
One of them got crippled.
Did you see him? They got in the ring. He's like, Jinder Mahal's like, let's do the Shandi thingy. And then he's like, all right, come on in. He's like, Shandi. And Lesnar's doing it for a second, a couple seconds. And then he fucking he chucks the Singh on his head. Guess he didn't tuck him. Guess the guy didn't tuck his chin enough. And
or Lesnar just doesn't give a shit.
It was pretty funny.
Lesnar's part-time, so he's just flinging around Singh brothers like it doesn't even matter.
That was pretty funny.
What was the point of that? What are they doing to Jinder?
Because Jinder fought AJ. So they're saying, like, Jinder knows how to beat AJ or whatever, or fight AJ, and he's trying to help Lesnar, but Lesnar don't give a crap. He came out and just ripped him apart.
It's stupid.
He did his Shandi for a second and then ripped him.
The Shandi.
We'll put a clip in there. It was pretty funny.
He almost killed that poor kid.
He ain't a kid, he's an adult, but yeah.
He looks like a child. The way Lesnar threw him around, he looked like a child.
What did you think about the ending of Raw? I thought it was badass.
Oh, the women's.
That's probably one of the best Raw endings in a long time.
That was so freaking sick.
Yeah.
With freaking just the end with like Becky Lynch.
They pulled the camera into the fitting room, the locker room, and where Ronda was, and she had her in the armbar.
Yeah.
And then she came out into the entrance, and they're all in the ring, and it was just her, and then they came up behind.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was so, like. Good job on Raw. Like,
that was a great idea.
Like good booking on their part. Like that was sick. And if anything, you just helped every single one of those girls out there.
I think it did too.
You helped their character.
Besides Nia.
Yeah, besides
Nia.
Okay, let's go on that. What do you think about the Becky Lynch injury? What do you think? It was just a freak
Obviously,
accident,
she didn't mean to do it. I don't think, but it did look pretty hard.
People are freaking out, like, want Nia Jax fired and shit. Hold on a second.
Did you see what I tagged you in on that, too?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did, and that's bullshit.
Pull her down?
That's bullshit.
Because she's had, like, 3 people injured or whatever?
Yeah, she put on great matches, or she puts on decent matches.
Yeah, for her size.
If anything, maybe this will help her. I know she's already had injured a couple other people. Maybe this will help her, like, all right, I really need to slow down now that I knocked out the
stars.
Literally, it was going to be the best match on the card.
They were talking if there was been Ronda Rousey and Lynch or Lesnar and now Bryan for the final match, and I think it would have been the girls. It had to have been the girls.
If they would have made it Lesnar and
Bryan, turn it off?
I might have turned it off.
Yeah.
And like, think about the fans. The fans would have been dead because it would have been Ronda and Lynch would have been the co-main event. It would have been like WrestleMania 18, where the co-main events Hogan and The Rock, and the main events Jericho and Triple H. Nobody cared about Jericho and Triple H.
Yeah.
Everybody was pumped about The Rock and Hogan.
Yeah.
And it just absolutely would have killed the fans. But I don't know. Like, come on. Like Sasha Banks botches everything. She hurts people.
Yeah.
She's the reason that Paige is the general manager on SmackDown. Because she kicked her in the damn neck.
Yeah.
All these women and men, they botch moves every now and then. And sometimes they go through some speed.
It's wrestling.
It's wrestling. You're going to get bumped.
Yeah.
But Nia, she did rail her.
She clocked her.
I don't know what the hell
She turned around and hammered her.
I don't know. Maybe it's because maybe she's pissed at booking. Maybe she's not happy with how
why she'd be pissed at booking. She's in the match.
She went from the top notch
for the belt and all that.
For the belt, winning the belt, and she didn't even get that hold the belt that long.
I don't even remember what happened on that run for her.
I remember she was about to tap out to Ronda, and then Alexa cashed in the Money in the Bank.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's probably what happened then.
But man, that was such an iconic scene.
She was walking up the stairs.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Just blood all over.
That looked good.
That is so, like, that was so badass.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, Becky Lynch might be the best booked wrestler on that roster right now.
SmackDown?
Yeah, she might have the best character. She, like back when we were kids, like, it would shuffle between, like, okay, Stone Cold's the best, Rock's the best,
Triple H,
Triple H is the best.
You had a lot
yeah,
back then.
like, it would just jump around, but you could tell who the focal point was. It feels like Becky Lynch is the focal point now.
It's either Becky or Charlotte.
What do you think would have happened if that match would have happened between Becky and Ronda?
It would have been great, man.
It would have been so freaking good.
It would have been real.
It would have been real. And Becky Lynch is so good on the mic, it's insane.
She was.
And what was it? She's been doing that whole,
I'm the man.
Yeah, I'm the man. But before that, she was like that. I didn't like her character.
Steampunk. Type person.
Steampunk, bull
I know what you're talking
like
about.
Revolutionary. No. Now
the four horsemen of the girls now. Yeah.
This is revolutionary. This is the Becky Lynch I wanted to see.
It's badass, man.
It's so cool. Like, and she came out on SmackDown. We can talk about that. We'll switch to SmackDown. She came out on SmackDown, and you could just tell she was pissed.
Yeah.
Just absolutely pissed. Her freaking eye was all swollen up, and you know she had a severe
concussion. And that.
You know, you break your nose, it goes all up in your head, and she also took a forearm from a 210-pound woman. Like, that girl
was not nice.
Nia Jax is an animal, and she messed her up.
She gave her a new one.
And Becky Lynch went out there, and she gave a hell of a promo saying, like, Ronda was lucky. And I was like, that was so cool. Whenever she's like,
good.
She's like, yeah, Ronda's the lucky one. And I'm like, it makes me so, it makes me so sad because I feel like that's something that we might not get to see.
We'll see it. I don't know when, but we'll see it.
I think WWE needs to use this injury type thing as like, use it. The fact that we want to see Ronda against Becky Lynch, use that against us. Hold it back a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like how, okay, we really want to see Hogan Rock. Let's hold it back all the way to WrestleMania. We really want to see like these two people fight. Let's hold it back as long as we can.
Who had the champion? They need to do that match though.
They do need to do that match. And like, oh man, it had all the lead up to it and everything.
Yeah.
So much lead up to it. It was so perfectly executed. Ronda looked like a badass, as always.
I don't know if she did.
She looked okay. But she doesn't look anything compared
like crap in that.
She looks nothing compared to Becky.
Obviously because of her arm was hurt, but Becky tore up.
Becky, Becky's always going to be the focal point.
She's something that we turned on.
She announces her replacement as Charlotte.
Yeah.
Which Charlotte Flair, I think, is the greatest women's wrestler of all time. I don't like this right now. I don't like that match. Charlotte and Ronda, I don't think it's going to be good.
I think Ronda's too aggressive in the ring.
Ronda is too aggressive.
As a wrestler.
And Charlotte's more of like a storyteller. Mm-hmm. And Ronda's more of that guerrilla, Goldberg type wrestler. Yeah. Where like it slams.
Does she really know how to wrestle?
And exactly. And like Ronda is also that, since she doesn't know that much about wrestling because she's
new.
She
came from the UFC,
She doesn't
totally different.
She doesn't know that much about it. She might need a little more planning out, which is why you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that WrestleMania match that she had that was so good.
Stephanie.
They've been playing that out for freaking 3-4 months,
Probably longer than that. Whenever she got in the ring with The Rock.
Yeah. They probably been.
That's been how long that is.
And she was in that training center and everything, but like planning for that match in general and all the spots. Yeah. I don't know what they're gonna do with Flair and Rousey because they gotta rush it.
I think you're right though. It's Ronda. She's just too hardcore, and Charlotte's.
The story, they don't blend together.
They don't. Someone's gonna get hurt.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Charlotte.
Yeah.
And if Charlotte gets hurt, that's gonna be horrible for that brand.
SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish they didn't. Whenever Becky gets healthy, I want to see a Charlotte and Becky rivalry because I want to see.
They had it. They've been doing it for a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah, but I want to see like a legitimate like peak Becky against Charlotte, who Charlotte's not. I'd say right now, Becky Lynch is the better wrestler.
Yeah, definitely.
Like she's the top dog out of all the women.
Killer promos, killer videos. I don't know what.
That's so hard. Like you don't understand. There's not one dude on this roster, not one guy, that is good on the mic and good in the ring.
Yeah,
like elite.
They changed their character. I don't know what they did, but it's totally different. Yeah, it's a lot better.
And I think it might be like they're giving her free will on her promos.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let her write her own stuff.
She's a heel now.
Because I think that was the thing that killed like Roman Reigns. Like Roman Reigns, I think he would have been great on the mic if they'd let him not read off a script the whole damn time. And he sounds like white bread. Sounds like Captain America. Like, oh, you know, I don't need to be.
I'm a big dog.
I'm a big dog. I'm this.
I'm always a good face.
Yeah, I'm not a bad guy, but I'm not a good guy. I'm like, you're forcing it.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch just goes out there and she's like, I would have kicked Ronda Rousey's ass. And you're like, you can believe it because
it would have happened, honestly.
Exactly. SmackDown also, Miz and Ray, they had a match on SmackDown. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I saw
it. It was alright. It was decent. Orton snuck in after the match.
That was in St. Louis, too.
Yeah. Or, hometown.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing with the Orton and Ray thing.
I don't know what they're doing either.
It's kind of like the Orton and Jeff Hardy, where he would come in and remember that Hell in a Cell?
And it never really went anywhere.
It's like Jeff he just beats the hell out of him, but what do you do with it?
That's where I think
this is where Orton in the Hell in a Cell was tearing off Jeff's ear or whatever. Mm-hmm. I think this is where Orton's gonna take off Ray's mask. Something stupid like that.
He's been trying to.
Yeah.
Or Miz has. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know what they're doing with it, but it's stupid.
It's not developed.
He doesn't even be in this low tier Orton. I think give him another title.
That's a great way to describe. This is low tier Orton.
I think give him another title.
What do you want? A run? I don't know who to put him against. Daniel Bryan? Or do you want a mid card?
No. The heavyweight.
I just don't see it happening with Daniel Bryan.
No, Daniel Bryan, but they need to push him with that again.
Yeah, because this feels like one of those rivalries that they start and they don't finish.
This is like when he was versing the Legends crap. When he was versing all of them. Orton.
Yeah.
It's like, there's no point. It's stupid.
I don't...
When he was young. Now he's old and he's versing crap.
Yeah.
Doing stupid stuff with talent.
And you're not helping either guy.
No.
You know, Ray's not putting on a good match. Or Ray's putting on decent matches. Orton's putting on... He's doing this stuff. We haven't seen
Orton fight in a while.
Yeah, where he's doing this.
Because he just keeps coming out of nowhere.
And hurting Ray, this is what is this?
Doesn't make sense.
We've seen this 1,000 times. No, I think it's stupid.
We already talked about Becky Lynch on the mic, which was really good.
Great.
Then the Flair and Rousey. Yes, no. Do you like the Big Show on the bar?
I'm so 50-50 on this. I've been trying to think about if I like it or not. I think I like it because Big Show wouldn't be relevant without the bar. Big Show's
he'd be fine. Just because of his name. Just because of his name.
What was Big Show before?
I don't know what he would do, or he would just come out and fight, but I don't know if you can give him a title or anything, but he'd be fine.
But I think the problem is that you couldn't book him in anything.
Yeah.
You know, Big Show's last match, or before this whole bar thing, is when he got destroyed through the freaking cage against, was it Strowman or Lesnar or somebody?
Probably.
I think it was Strowman. He just got destroyed. Big Show, his last couple matches before this whole bar thing, I think he even lost his, or he wasn't even with the company for a little bit. He was just getting destroyed.
Yeah.
You know, so I think I like it because it's giving him it's actually making him talked about.
I think it looks good. It's kind of it kind of evens out the odds on the New Day. Yeah. That's what I think. He helps the bar.
Yeah.
In a certain way
did they ever describe or explain why the hell he's even doing this?
No.
No?
I just think it helps him out and kind of gives a rivalry.
I like it that he's heel too. Big Show's always been the best heel.
Yeah.
He's not a good guy. He's not. I don't like Big Show as a good guy. He's 7 foot tall. He's 450 pounds.
Hunk of what?
He's a hunk of shit. He is.
Shit.
And then nowadays he can't even wrestle, so yeah, maybe good to have him as this enforcer role where, hey, Big Show, go out there and chokeslam Xavier Rhodes. Xavier Woods.
Rhodes.
Xavier Woods through a table.
Xavier Rhodes is the football player.
Oh, is he?
Bryan winning the WWE title.
This was the biggest thing that happened on SmackDown.
It's stupid.
It is dumb as hell.
He should not be winning the title.
Not only did they have him win the title, but they have him he had a heel turn.
Well, here's our thing. We don't like him.
No,
We do not like him at all.
I like the fact that the WWE Universe got to push a wrestler, you know. But I think
that WrestleMania 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think the WWE Universe showed like how strong of an influence they had. They pushed him, and he won the freaking belt. He was the biggest underdog, I think,
against he had to fight Triple H. He had to fight the whole
Batista
Evolution.
too.
Whole Evolution.
Yeah.
Orton in that match with Batista, and then Triple H during the beginning or something.
And he was like the biggest underdog. I think he's the biggest underdog in WWE history. But the problem with him is he had no character. He has no character. It was that was it. It was the underdog. Mm-hmm. Now he's trying to do a heel turn.
Yeah. I
mean, I'm curious what he can do because I'm sure that he's talented, other than just being a good guy. But I don't know. He doesn't fit that bill. He's
That's like when he was with the Wyatt family as that bad guy.
That was stupid.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
it was
like,
stupid.
He's not. I don't think he's.
It's gonna last for
believable.
Barely. It's gonna be short.
I hope so.
Short-lived. I hope it's short with the title and short with his little bad run.
Why do you think they gave him the belt over AJ?
Well, did you see how Heyman came out, talked? Yeah. He said something about Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan came out, told AJ to don't say his name again. They started beating the hell out of him. They started beating the hell out of each other, and that match happened later on. But I don't understand why he came out and all pissed at AJ Styles. I guess because he wasn't in Survivor Series. He had that one match, and then...
I just had something pop in my head that I think is guaranteed probably what's going to happen.
Is it for Survivor Series?
It is for Survivor Series.
Let's talk about it.
Since it's Lesnar and Bryan now in Survivor Series. Lesnar can't wrestle more than 10 minutes because he's the beast incarnate, but he's out of shape apparently.
He's a badass.
He's a he destroys people. AJ Styles is going to go out there and kick, the referee's not going to be looking, or it's going to be before the match. He's going to kick the hell or beat the shit out of Daniel Bryan, and Lesnar's going to just squash Daniel Bryan after that. It's going to be quick. Don't be surprised if you see it's Bryan against Lesnar and it's not the main event. Don't be surprised if it's a squash match. It's just a quick one.
That's how Lesnar's matches are, though.
Because he can't wrestle.
Yeah.
He's not a good wrestler. He doesn't put on a good show anymore.
Yeah.
Whenever he first came back to the WWE and he started doing this whole beast incarnate, badass dude, it was awesome.
When Cena called him out, or was saying
him and
someone
Cena
come
had
out,
some great matches.
Yeah.
That's the Lesnar. But I think Lesnar's showing, whenever he left the WWE the first time, he left at the right time because he left us wanting more. Mm-hmm. Now that we've seen Lesnar so many years doing the same crap,
it's stale.
It's so stale. It's stale bread, brother.
It's stale.
I don't like it. It's not interesting watching Lesnar fight anymore.
Yeah.
You know, whenever I saw it was the only thing I was excited about Lesnar, Strowman, and Roman, whenever it was supposed to be Roman before he, got leukemia and stuff.
Oh, at the Crown Jewel.
Yeah. Well, the only reason I was excited is because I thought, hey, Strowman might win this.
Yeah.
But after Roman got pulled from the match, it wasn't interesting anymore. It was
because you knew it was going to happen.
Yeah,
well, you didn't know Corbin was going to hit him.
Yeah, you didn't know that, but you knew what the result was going to be.
Lesnar was going to win, yeah.
Yeah, God.
Seth and Shinsuke.
I think that's going to be the best match on the card now. I really do.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. I'm calling this for that one.
I'm kind of disappointed.
Seth Rollins has been having this little rivalry with Dean Ambrose because he turned on him, Yeah. Dean Ambrose has been beating the shit out of him after matches, during promos, stuff like that. I feel like Dean Ambrose is going to come out during the match and beat up Seth Rollins, and that's how Shinsuke wins. But
I think
Yeah.
I think before that I think that's going to be the best match on the card.
And you were calling what? He comes out after?
I think he'll come out after.
Yeah.
And fight that way because there's.
So who are you thinking winning that match then? If he comes out after?
I can see Seth winning it. Shinsuke going for a low blow or something. Seth countering, hitting him with that curb stomp and stuff.
Seth's really good.
Seth's a really great.
Crowd loves him.
The thing I'm really disappointed is Shinsuke. I feel like Shinsuke was hyped up to be in ring he's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Shinsuke's. Maybe it's because that he's so hyped up that I'm not a big fan. But WrestleMania when it was AJ against Shinsuke, that match sucked.
You think?
I wasn't a fan of that. I don't know if WWE's dumbing down his moves. Him and Ray fought a couple weeks ago on SmackDown.
Yeah, you're telling me about that one.
And Ray got freaking a concussion because Shinsuke like kicked him in the head, or it wasn't confirmed that Ray got a concussion.
It looked like it though, 100%.
He kicked him in the head, and then Ray like went to do the 619 and was like tripping all over the place.
Jeez.
And then Ray pinned him 1, 2, 3 and like got up and like was getting in the corner like
to do another move.
Yeah. And the ref's like, you won, and he's like, oh, did I? I don't know. Shinsuke has been kind of underwhelming, so maybe Seth can carry.
I think it's just because his name in Japan put him as he's the big.
Well, in WWE, they dumb down moves.
Yeah,
they've always been known to do that.
I mean, look at the Japan guys. Shinsuke, you got AJ, and you got Balor, and obviously Carl and Luke Gallows, but they just aren't doing much. I mean, besides AJ,
and it's underwhelming too. I think WWE almost has too much talent at this point. This reminds me of the WWE Invasion.
With WCW?
Yeah, whenever they bought out and they got all those guys, and then you start seeing like, okay, a guy like DDP, we got to put him as a low card, even though he was
because there's so much talent.
Yeah, there's so much talent. Yet you can't put him in the main event. Yeah. You can't. You know, Scott Hall.
Or he'd be in like one of the main events on WCW, stuff like that.
Yeah, like Scott Hall and X-Pac were, I mean, they're really good wrestlers. They got, after Hogan left NWO, they got moved to mid-card. Mm-hmm. You know, I feel like there's so many great wrestlers on this roster that you can't push them all the same.
Yeah.
But, oh man. Going back to the Daniel Bryan thing, why the hell didn't they give, if they wanted a heel to be the champion, why didn't they give it to Samoa?
I agree. You didn't even see Samoa there.
I didn't even think about that.
Samoa wasn't even there. But Samoa's already fought Lesnar. Not one-on-one, but like in a four-way, three-way, stuff like that.
It was
something crazy, yeah.
That was a good match. But I mean, still,
I think Samoa does.
People don't want to watch Daniel Bryan against Brock Lesnar.
We don't like Daniel Bryan so much.
No,
we hate him.
And this is even worse because if you would have kept him as a good guy and have him fight Brock, then you have good guy against bad guy. But now you have bad guy, or Lesnar's a bad guy against
bad guy.
Whatever the hell you want to call Daniel Bryan.
For after the match, beating up AJ. Yeah.
I think this is going to bite WWE on the ass with Daniel Bryan going heel.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be just as bad, if not worse, than whenever they made Austin try to go heel after WrestleMania 17.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't work.
It's not good.
I don't
know what they're doing, but it's not good.
And Daniel Bryan, the fans liked him. He's a good.
He's
keep having him do the underdog character. But whatever.
5-on-5, SmackDown versus Raw teams. Who you going with there? We got Raw, Ziggler, McIntyre, Strowman.
They got multiple matches on the card.
Balor and Lashley, and then you have SmackDown, which is Miz, Shane, Ray, Samoa. Is Samoa on there? He is, and then Jeff Hardy.
Oh man, I don't know. Why the hell is Shane in this?
Because
they're going with that crown jewel.
Because it was when it was co-captains, Daniel Bryan and The Miz. The Miz got picked first, and Shane was obviously standing there walking up, and that's who Miz picked.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, and he said, okay, I'll do it. But I don't understand why either, because he's the best wrestler in the world, because of crown jewel crap. I don't understand.
Who do you think's going to win?
Like I said, I think SmackDown's going to win that.
SmackDown's going to set roster this whole pay-per-view.
Yeah, they look good.
SmackDown's low-key getting better than Raw.
They look really good.
SmackDown, like, what happened on Tuesday? Nobody expected Daniel. As much as we didn't like it, or me and you didn't like it.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan winning the title over AJ. You know what you're not going to see on Raw? Bobby Lashley beating Lesnar for the belt. You ain't going to see it.
Yeah, I agree.
But, man, I'll probably go with Team Raw just because Strowman's on there. Oh, actually, no, yeah, you might get counted out or whatever.
Something stupid's going to happen to him. I don't know.
But, I don't know, maybe they'll try to push Lashley or Balor for once in their freaking lives.
Lashley's been getting pushed with that heel. Well, it's been Lashley and Balor, actually. They've been fighting a lot lately. Last couple of Raws, so.
Yeah, maybe this whole Raw team just falls apart.
I could see it.
Because Dolph and McIntyre have been kind of...
shaky.
Yeah, shaky.
They've been really shaky, yeah.
Strowman gets counted out. Balor and Lashley just start beating the hell out of each other.
There's going to be something going on.
And Dolph and McIntyre, and then just Team SmackDown wins easily.
Yeah.
Or something like that. The other match I didn't put in Doc. That's why
it's the
5-on-5 tag team elimination. Is Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, or this is Team Raw. This is Team Raw.
Oh, Team Raw.
Bobby Roode and Gable against the Revival, Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson. B Team, the Lucha House Party, and the Ascension against Team SmackDown, which is the Usos, the New Day, Sanity, and Luke Gallows. Primo and Epico and Luke Gallows.
Yeah.
Well, it says and or.
It's Luke Gallows and
Carl Anderson.
SmackDown again. 100% SmackDown. Did you see that promo for him?
No.
The tag team, the Usos came out of like smoke, blue smoke, and all the tag teams are standing there, and they said, "You guys all gotta be together. We gotta win this." It was pretty good.
I don't know. I want Team Raw to win that one. I just want to see Bobby Roode and Chad Gable get pushed.
Those tag teams suck.
They're so
compared
bad.
to SmackDown.
So bad. Like those two are on so like opposite spectrums.
Yeah.
It's not even funny. Like the New Day is one of the best tag teams we've had in the past 10 years.
The Usos are good too.
The Usos oh my god. Like if we didn't have the New Day and we just had the Usos would be the New Day. They would be the ones getting pushed all the time.
Why is the Authority of Pain not in it? AOP.
Because AOP's tagged, they're doing that Champions versus Champions match.
Who are they versing? The Bar?
The Bar.
Oh. Well, I guess they got Big Show coming out.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they can have help their side.
But it's
AOP's got the little stupid guy, Drake Maverick.
Oh my god, yeah, that's
another
so
stupid.
The Authors of Pain against the Bar. I put it in here. I think it's going to be. Me and you're going to be watching this match. You're going to be able to hear a pin drop in that damn arena.
You think?
Nobody's going to care. Nobody cares about Cesaro and Sheamus against the Authors of Pain.
They've been a good tag team.
I love the Authors of Pain.
The Bar's 5-time. You know that, right?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
They get pushed because
it's them and the the New Day.
New Day, yeah, because like who else are you going to put against the New Day? They tried
obviously the Usos.
They tried to make the Usos bad, but
Yeah.
that didn't work. The Usos they're a good team.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why you always need a bad against good. You know, and. I don't know. I like the Authors of Pain a lot. I just wish they'd get a new manager because I don't think.
I don't know why they have the 205 manager.
He's not good on the mic. Everybody's like he's amazing on the mic. He's not good on the mic.
Bobby's a lot more.
Bobby actually,
his little name.
Nothing but money. This
smells like money. He is money.
This camera over here looks like I just murdered my wife. I'm just getting interviewed against a black or a white
tan wall.
It looks white on this thing. It looks like
it's just the lighting.
I'm getting interviewed. All right.
Oh man.
But yeah, I think that's going to be one of the, if not the worst. What do you think is going to be the best match on that Survivor Series card?
I'm going to say it's going to be the women's team matches.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going with SmackDown. We didn't even talk about that one on here.
Yeah.
SmackDown for that. I think they just have a better roster.
Carmella, Naomi, Sonya, Asuka, and somebody else.
But yeah. I just think who's on there is just great.
Yeah, that's
Asuka. They kind of put her down a little bit, but
yeah, she's gotten.
She
went from the undefeated to this, but I mean, like I said, there's so many like.
I was thinking it was whenever Becky Lynch was gonna pick who she wanted. I thought it was gonna be Asuka.
So did I.
Instead of Charlotte, but you kind of knew it was gonna be Charlotte.
The fans popped whenever
it was on Asuka.
Asuka.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you had to go with Charlotte because Charlotte can carry that match, I think, better.
Yeah. And then who do you think's winning that one? Charlotte and Ronda. Which is going to be awful, but
I think you have to have Ronda win it. All right.
We're back.
We're back.
Chase has a quiz here that he wants to... What's this called?
This day in WWE history. Today, we're recording a little of a... What is it called? Time something.
The 14th.
We're recording it earlier and releasing it later.
Today's the 14th.
We're pre-taped. It's November 14th. I don't know how to speak English on every camera. I don't know how to talk. But we're doing this thing called This Day in WWE History. And we're talking about Survivor Series 1999, Luke.
All right.
I'm going to go through these matches and I'm going to quiz your ass.
All right.
And you're going to tell me who you think won. So, this pay-per-view is known for a lot of things. and we will get to
It's
it.
kind of funny because we have Survivor Series now.
I know. That's why I
Sunday.
picked it. It fit perfectly.
Yeah.
So the first match on the card was D'Lo Brown. It was a 4-on-4 Survivor Series match. D'Lo Brown, the Godfather, and the Headbangers. You remember them? Mosh and Thrasher. And they fought against the Acolytes, which is the APA. That's
Okay.
Bradshaw and Farouk. That's
Yep,
when
yep.
they did that satanic stuff instead of the beer drinking guy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The Acolytes and the Dudley Boys. Who do you think won?
We'll go with D'Lo Brown and them because they kind of seem like an underdog.
D'Lo Brown and Godfather and the Headbangers. They beat the arguably two of the best tag teams
Yeah.
in WWE history.
Yeah.
The next match is a debut match for two WWE superstars.
All right.
It was Sean Stasiak. You remember him?
No.
He was a WCW, or he eventually went to WCW. Went back to WWE with the brand invasion stuff. His father was a WWF champion, Stan Stasiak. I don't know why I know that off the top of my head.
Sure. Go ahead.
And he fought against the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle.
Big Kurt, huh?
Who do you think won that match?
Kurt.
Kurt Angle. Yeah, fun fact, Kurt Angle was actually pushed as a good guy.
Wasn't this in Pennsylvania?
Was it in
Philly? Yeah,
Philly?
Philly, but.
It's in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Kurt Angle was pushed as a good guy because he was an American hero.
Mm-hmm.
And after like 2 or 3 months, people were like, we're tired of this white bread, this dude, he's annoying, he's stupid.
It's Olympic gold
So
medal.
then they're like, all right, Kurt, we're going to make you a bad guy. And he's like, all right. And then stuck with him ever since.
Popped.
All right, another 4-on-4 Survivor Series match.
Okay.
You got the British Bulldog with the buzz cut and the jeans, that British Bulldog.
All right.
And the Mean Street Posse. You remember them? Joey Abs, Pete Gas, and Rodney.
Let me look.
Those were Shane's buddies.
All
Shane
right.
McMahon's friends in Greenwich, Connecticut.
Who else?
And they fought against Gangrel, Mark Henry, Steve Blackman, and Val Venus.
I'm going with that team. Mark Henry and them.
Yeah, Gangrel, Mark Henry, Steve Blackman, and Val Venus.
Oh, all right. I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
British
So
Bulldog
they look
and
like the
Mean
Backstreet Boys.
Basically. All right, they had an 8-woman tag match.
All right.
Listen to these names. Deborah,
Yeah.
who famously married Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah, they got divorced.
He's got a better wife.
It was Deborah, the fabulous Moolah, at the humble
Oh,
age
so
of...
she was young.
No, at the humble age of probably about 65.
Yeah, young.
They brought her ass back. Oh yeah, she brought her friend too, Mae Young.
Yeah, also young.
And Tori against Ivory, Jacqueline, Luna, and Terry Reynolds.
I'm going with the young team.
No, Deborah, the fabulous Moolah. Deborah hits a scoop slam on one of them and hit her with a big splash for the win. Yeah, that was also during the same time the fabulous Moolah won the women's championship.
That was also a time when WWE didn't give a shit what they did. Was that the F too?
Yeah, WWF.
Oh, so yeah, they definitely didn't care what happened.
60-something years old, fabulous Moolah.
That's like when the
Won the
Dudley
women's
Boys
title.
slammed her through a table.
They slammed Mae Young through the table.
Still.
All right, and then we also had Kane. He fought X-Pac.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you got?
I'm going with X-Pac.
Kane won
I
by
like X-Pac.
disqualification.
What, with a chair shot?
We're looking at it. Let's see.
Trash can?
Kane threw X-Pac and eventually attempted a tombstone pile driver, but Triple H interfered and hit Kane in the face with a belt. That was during that whole Tori, X-Pac, Kane rivalry type thing after they got done with their little tag team run.
Yeah.
Kane and X-Pac. And then we had a traditional 1-on-4 Survivor Series match.
1-on-4?
Yeah. It was Big Show. He was the one.
Yeah.
Against Big Boss Man, Midian, Prince Albert, who A-Train,
Yep.
and Viscera. Who do you think won?
The 4.
Nope.
Big Show literally won.
Swept. Clean sweep. Destroyed.
He has a clean sweep.
He destroyed every single one of them. And then we had an Intercontinental title match between Chris Jericho, who was the challenger, against China, the Intercontinental champion. Who do you think won that match?
I think Chris Jericho.
Nope. China won.
China wins, the intergender match.
Yeah, China
You don't see those nowadays, folks.
We got another 4-on-4 series elimination match. It was Edge and Christian and the Hardy Boys against the Hollies and Too Cool.
Yeah.
So it was Crash Holly, Hardcore Holly, and then Grandmaster Sexy.
Edge and Christian.
And Scotty 2 Hotty. And then on the other side, you have Hardy Boys and Edge and Christian. Who won?
Edge and Christian, the Hardys. No?
The Hollies.
Jesus.
Hardcore Holly was the last guy remaining.
Hardcore Holly.
Out of all those, what do you have? Edge and Christian Hall of Famer, Jeff and Matt Hall of Famers, so there's 4 Hall of Famers right there.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me out of 4 Hall of Famers, Hardcore Holly, his dumb ass was the last one remaining?
Oh, man.
So, yeah. The next match was the New Age Outlaws, who were the champions.
Love them, man. Love
Your
them.
favorite tag team.
Billy Gunn, baby.
And they fought against an unlikely team of Al Snow and Mankind. Who do you think won?
I'm going to go with Al Snow, Mankind.
New Age Outlaws retained the title.
They did, okay.
They actually got Al Snow to wrestle a 14-minute match. Damn, that's impressive.
That is.
Now, the main event was supposed to feature Triple H against The Rock, against Stone Cold Steve Austin, but during the storyline was that Stone Cold got ran over by somebody, and it eventually said
By Rikishi? Is that what that was?
He got ran over by orders. Triple H told Rikishi to do it.
Yeah,
but
I remember this.
Austin doesn't wrestle for another 6 months after this. He had surgery.
Yeah.
So yeah, they said he got ran over. But yeah, it was Triple H against The Rock, and it was supposed to be against Stone Cold. So they named a replacement. And guess who the replacement was to be in that match?
I don't know.
It was a man that fought earlier in this match. It was the Big Show. So it was Big Show against Triple H against The Rock. Triple H was the champion. Who do you think won this match?
Triple H.
Big Show defeated both of them
What
as
the hell, man?
a replacement.
So he did what do you do? A 5, 6, 7, or 4, 5, 6, a 6-0 sweep the whole night.
Yeah, Big Show went out there and
6-0.
stomped the yard at Survivor
6-0.
Series.
Jesus.
Well, Vince McMahon came out and interfered in the match and hit Triple H because Vince McMahon was a good guy. Because Vince McMahon,
Did he like The Rock?
huh?
Was Vince on The Rock's side?
Something like that, and
Yeah.
Triple H was the bad guy, and Vince was saying how Triple H is the one that he's you're the one that ran over Stone Cold. I knew it was you, and Triple H was I didn't do it, and yeah, it's eventually set up a Triple H and Vince McMahon rivalry, which Triple H married his daughter and stuff like that. So yeah, Big Show. I don't know. You don't hold me to this, but I think this was Big Show's first WWE.
I'm gonna have to watch that, honestly.
It was a good. I remember watching that pay-per-view.
That was probably a great pay-per-view.
But yeah, that is all I have for this day in WWE history. November 14th, not November. I can't do
When this comes out,
November 17th.
it doesn't matter. When
It doesn't matter when this comes out.
We're out of here, folks.
We're out of here.
We'll
see you, cameras.
We'll see you after Survivor Series. Probably talk about it.
Yeah, we'll probably grade it and everything. So, thanks for
See you
watching.
guys.
Make sure you spread
See
the
you
word.
next time. Peace.